Hello, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite fresh scents that are in my collection at this moment right now. If you've been watching my channel, you know I've been getting more into fresh scents as long as they're fruity and light and aquatic and beautiful. Anything that starts getting musky or warm, I tend to steer away from. For example, I know beachfront blanket is everyone's favorite. It's not my favorite. I'm curious to try white t-shirt. That's what I'm most excited for because it's so built up and I want to know if it's worth the hype or if it just was so limited that people thought it was better than it was, you know? And because I'm very particular about the fresh scents I like, I'm very curious to see what I will think of it. But here are all the fresh scents in my collection right now that I love. So the first one I have to share with you is MidSummer Drink. Now I know this is one that is controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. This is Salted Pear, Fresh Nectarine, Seaside Lily. This is one of those scents that I try not to use too often because it could potentially make me dislike it if I used it consistently. Like I could get sick of it very fast. So I try to limit my usage to after the shower where I'm feeling all fresh and using this. I think this will be great in the summertime because it has this like salty note, like almost like a beachy salty note without any coconut, thank goodness. They add coconut to everything, I swear. But this has just this like salted beach air note with this pear note. There's the Fresh Nectarine and Seaside Lily. It's so fresh that I can understand how it could be nauseating. That's why I'm trying not to overuse it. I do have a backup of it, but it's so beautiful to me. This is like that. I imagine for some reason, like watching an old school, like teenager TV show where they're all hanging out at the beach and it's summer and their problems are like what high school students have, like whether it be relationship problems or friendship problems, just those like things like back when times were simpler, even though we didn't know it at the time. Like that's what I imagine. Just like you're out on the beach having a get together, just young and free. And I don't know, I really love this. I love the packaging and it is one of my favorite fresh scents that I have. Next up, you guys, you're probably sick of me talking about this. I say this every time, but Open Sky, which is fresh air, wild blackberries, soft violet, and a cloud of comforting vanilla. I can't smell the vanilla in here, which I'm very happy about. Again, vanilla warms things up and I prefer it to be like crisp and fresh. This is so bomb. This just brings me so much joy. It's so fresh and clean, like a freshly cleaned pool. Like if you're somewhere like at, I don't know, a gym or something and you're the first one to get to the pool, so therefore it's all clean, they've washed the floors, like this is what the air smells like. Or when you're like climbing a mountain and you're getting like there's trees everywhere and you feel like you're getting oxygen straight from the trees right then and there, which is kind of how it works. That's what this smells like. I mentioned that it kind of reminds me of chlorine too, but in the best way possible, like a clean bathroom. And like you smell your towel like after going into a pool, like it just has this like fresh water scent to it. I don't know, I think this is absolutely beautiful and I have a backup of this as well. I just love it so much. I do want the perfume. I'm debating buying it on Mercari. Let me know if you think they'll bring out more. Goodbye. Let me know in your opinion if you think they will come back with this scent or bring back the perfume for the next semi-annual sale. I just don't want to overpay for it. I also am not a fan of the packaging of the perfumes, like the big ball like on the top. It just looks very like cheapy to me. I'd prefer like if it was just a normal top and like the sleek bottle. But I do want the perfume in this for sure. Let me know if you have it, if the lasting power is good, and if it smells pretty much identical. The next obvious one is Crisp Morning Air. This is Crisp Fall Breeze, Golden Amberwood, Juicy Apple. If I had known I would have loved this so much, I would have gotten this in everything, but it was all sold out, which from my understanding, not that many people actually liked this scent. So I don't know how like the scents that I thought wouldn't sell well were all like disappearing so fast. But this is like apple, like a sweet apple and fresh air. And everyone always wonders what fresh air smelled like. When it first became a note, everyone was like, what the heck does that mean? And now they're coming out with fragrances left and right that just have a fresh air note. And I get it now. I get it. This reminds me of like the fresh air, like a watery air, like when you're by a fountain and you smell really, really fresh, like natural air. I was trying to say like not in a city or anything like that, like you're by nature, so there's no like other smells. It's just this like fresh watery, you're next to a freaking, what are those things called that pour water everywhere? Waterfalls. Waterfalls. That's what this reminds me of, like apple and waterfalls. And I love apple. I love apple. I love apple and fragrances so much. And I don't really care for country apple. I like it, don't get me wrong, but it's just basic. Just a basic apple scent. What else has apple in it? There's plenty of apple fragrances that aren't my favorite, but this one is just a fresh and clean apple scent, and I pair this with like other perfumes that have apple or pear in them, and they smell so good together. And these are the kind of fragrances that I can't stop smelling on myself because I'm like, I smell like I just showered, even though I haven't showered in 2 weeks. Just kidding, I don't do that. I don't. Next, you guys, I have Love and Sunshine. Now, this is a hit or miss for a lot of people. This has a citrusy daisy floral scent, but this to me smells like really good shampoo and conditioner. Like you get this like fresh citrus note, you get a hint of strawberry, and it's like a good strawberry. Bath & Body Works strawberries are not good usually, like at least in my opinion. This is a good hint of strawberry. You can barely smell it, but it just adds this little bit of like girly sweetness. And then it's like this daisy type floral scent. It is so good to me. Like this is what I wear, especially I like spraying it in my hair just because it smells like I literally just got out of the shower and had the best, girliest shampoo and conditioner on. So I absolutely love this one. I do think this is one of those that if you try for the first time, you'll be like, eh, and then you like keep wearing it on yourself, you'll get compliments, I promise you, and you will end up loving it. This is one of those that if you don't like initially, like just keep trying it, and if you absolutely hate it, fine. I lost, you won. Up next, I have Pink Watermelon. This is a new one, but just as good as any of the other ones. This is Juicy Watermelon, Pink Petals, Dewy Aloe. I love this so much because I love watermelon scents. I love them. They're so, just because they're like 90% water, don't quote me on that, I don't know the exact percentage, but this is mixed with aloe, which gives it this freshness, while that watermelon is allowed to be a little sweeter, a little more candy-like, because that aloe balances out and makes this so fresh, clean, but fruity and sweet, which is everything I love and more. It's not very complex, which is totally fine. It's perfect for summertime when it's humid. Like this will feel like you're quenching your thirst, except like on your body, you know? I just absolutely love this one. I do have a backup of this because I know I'll go through it really fast. I'm just gonna be like running around in the summer, like when I have a busy day, not really caring about my fragrance, and just like spraying this on left and right. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Next, I have Papaya Paradise Cove. I really hope they bring this back for the next semi-annual sale. Even the back, like it just has this like underwater oasis thing going for it. It's fresh papaya, starfruit water, honeysuckle, passion flower, and amber. I don't get any like heavy amber. I usually don't like amber. This is just a watery scent. You have clear, crisp water. Are you ever on Instagram and you just see these like travel posts that people have where you're just like, how dare you be in such a beautiful location? Like so unfair. But they'll have these like water shots of this like such clear light blue water. You can literally see the bottom of it. It's so beautiful. That's what I imagined, that kind of water, and they threw tropical fruits into it. And it's not like super juicy or anything like that. It's like fruit flavored water where you get a hint of the fruit, but pretty much just tastes like water. So it doesn't really even matter what flavor you have because they all kind of smell similar. Taste. They all kind of taste similar, just like a hint of fruitiness in water. Like that's what this smells like to me, and this is everything. This is a perfect gym fragrance too, but I almost don't want to waste it for the gym. I know that's silly, but I just absolutely love this one, and if they come out with it again, I'm getting backup on backup because this I will never get sick of. And of course, I'm going to mention Aqua Kiss. You have to. This is Cool Waters Bright Daisy Make a Splash. A subscriber actually mentioned like how cool it would be if they made a perfume out of this, which I don't know how they haven't. Now, granted, here's the thing. I prefer body mists a lot of the time because even though they don't last that long, perfumes, usually the notes that do last longer are the heavier ones, the amber, the cashmere, the musk, the sandalwood, the vanilla. All of those notes that I don't personally like because I like the fresh fruity part. And a perfume will have that initial spray. The top notes will be those fruity notes, then you have the middle notes, and then when it settles, that's when I stop liking the fragrance. So I would rather reapply a body mist over and over again than wear a perfume that halfway through I might not like as much. So when they find out how to make those like light fruity notes last forever, I'll be happy. But this is so beautiful. It's aquatic, it has daisies in there. The daisy smell is similar to the Love and Sunshine one from Bath & Body Works. It just has this really nice, like high-end perfume, aquatic scent without anything too heavy. They killed it with this one. This is the safest bet from Victoria's Secret, hands down. Now this, you guys, is the Blanc from Soli Notes. So this is a company, I think they sell it at Target, correct me if I'm wrong, but they basically have perfumes with like one note or just a little bit of notes, and you're supposed to mix them together, which I'm all for, get creative, but for some reason I just like these on their own. This has this like white tea and sage scent to it. It almost reminds me of, this is gonna sound so weird, but when you're baking bread, like the yeast, like it has this like, it's the tea part that smells like yeast to me, and that sounds like not good, but this is one of those that once I spray it on myself, I smell it like every single like few minutes. I'm like, oh gosh, that smells so fresh and good. I absolutely love this. If you like fresh scents, does this have sage in it? Did I make that up? Let me know if I made that up, but it has this really nice, fresh, aquatic scent to it that I absolutely love. I can see how some people might not like it because tea is like something that I usually don't like. But it's so fresh and clean in here that it grew on me so quickly and became one of my favorite perfumes that I have in my entire collection. Alright you guys, those are all my favorite fresh scents in my collection. Let me know which ones are your favorite and give me ones that I might like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.